What is up, folks? It is Street Stallion back again. Today I'm very excited to make this review for you. This is my 1968 Ford Mustang Coupe that my dad surprised me actually a month ago tomorrow. And I'm sorry I haven't made any videos of it yet. I made a few posts of it online and stuff like that. So if you follow me online, you probably see that and whatnot. So anyway, 68 Mustang. This Mustang is 53 years old. It was built in August of 1967. And everything in this car is never been touched. It's all original, unrebuilt, all that good stuff. So this car has 243,827 miles on the original undone engine, and it runs pretty good for what you expect an old car to do, and especially with that kind of mileage. I can't complain. I mean, it makes a few noises here, so I'm somewhat paranoid, but something to get used to over time. So starting off, yes, in 1968 we had the shoulder strap seatbelts, and you have these buckles. We'll show you down here like this. You got these buckles here. You do that, then you usually have two, and then you have one here, and then you have another one by your side, and you click that right there, just like that. So that's what you got to do in order to get buckled into one of these. With further ado, let's go crank it up. So you pump the carburetor like 3 times and it should just start. And I actually used this car a little bit today, so it's still warm. And it starts right up. Stock exhaust and everything, so yeah, let's go for the review, guys. Alright guys, start off driving the 1968 Mustang. So, okay, you gotta yield there, man. Listen to that ticking. Alright, so first off, this car does not make any power whatsoever, but it's fine. You know, it's one of these cars where it's like, you respect it because of how long it's been on the earth. And when this car was built, Mustang, the car was only like 3 or 4 years old. So, this car is like one of the first gen Mustangs, of course. When you drive this, you really can't stop thinking about, wow, how much we've come, because this car is so basic. And this is actually the premium one of the time. So you just get vinyl seats, AM, FM radio, air conditioning actually, but it needs to be charged. So I'm pretty hot in here right now. The windows are down and it's still pretty hot. But you know, you can't complain because it's just so much fun. It's really fun. So we're gonna take off in a second here. Sorry, I hit a red light, and these red lights in my neighborhood are pretty time consuming. So, as I was saying, this, okay. Never mind, somebody's just being a dumb driver. Anyways, this car comes with the 200 cubic inch inline 6 engine. So, this is kind of like the bottom of the line engine of the time being. But these engines, especially this one, they've proven to be so reliable. Like, this one has got so much mileage, 243K, and it's never been touched, and it's doing so good. I cannot complain. It's not making any noise. It's running like a clock. It's doing great. So Ford at the time, I believe they offered 4 engines in the Mustang. The 200 inline 6, which this one has, the 289 V8, and then the 351 V8 I think was introduced that year. And I could be wrong. Actually, the 428 was in here, I think. And I think the 302 might have came in this year, or it could have been 1969. Anyways, yeah, I got the one with the lowest level of engines in this one. But hey, it's fun to drive, and being a teen at my age and owning this car is a privilege. I mean, it feels so good when you're just down there, you're just driving this car. Everybody's asking you what year it is, you know, how many miles, or how long have you owned it? It's every time I go out, I have somebody asking me about it. Every single time. Even if it's just across the street to my local grocery store. Everybody's got to ask about it. And it is a fun little machine. So, as I was saying, this car is a coupe. They came in a fastback and convertible. The coupe, the hardtop, this has no vinyl top, no nothing like that. So this is as basic as you're going to get at the time. But they're still pretty cool. And if you're asking me, hey, what happened to that 67 coupe you used to have on your channel? Well, my neighbor bought it from me, and bought it from us, and I don't have the money to fix it up. As I was telling you, the frame is kind of a problem on that car, and I'd rather be pretty safe. And this one has a solid frame, which is good, and it looks really good actually. And sorry if the wind noise is a little rough. As I was saying, yeah, it's got frame problems, but I will make videos on that one because my old neighbor and I are really close, and he wants me to help him out with it. So I'll make videos of that, of course. So it'll be fun. So I got this one. So my dad got it for me. I love it. It's pretty cool. I mean, here's the thing about owning a classic car, guys. I like it, but I'm paranoid driving this car. And the reason I'm paranoid driving this car is because, like, I daily drive a lot. And knowing that I have a car that is like 53, 52 years old is kind of like, well, hopefully I make it to wherever I'm going. That's the thing that you're thinking about all the time driving one of these. And you shut those side windows because it's making a lot of noise. But hang on a sec. So coming up at a red light, at least it's quiet. As I was saying, I had to shut the side vents. These cars have little smoker's vents, which are really nice, and they feel really good when they're blowing on you because they kind of go in a certain shape where it feels great. And I mean, this car is quality built. Steel everywhere, chrome bits everywhere, and the chrome is not like plastic tape. It is more like, I don't know, it's so hard to explain. The chrome is actually steel, polished steel or whatever, and it looks so good, and it's kept up so well for the past 53, 52 years. It's amazing how great cars were built back then. And when you're driving an old Mustang like this one, I mean, I used to have a newer one, it's like, they came a long way, but the styling really hasn't gone that much. I mean, you still got your 3 tail lamps in the back, and the way the 05 through 14 generation looks, they got the same styled headlights. So you can kind of tell they tried to keep the style all these years, and they did a great job at it. But as I said, it's very privileged for how old I am to own something like this and built up upon. And the fact that this one is original as ever, like, you're not going to get anything as close to that. I mean, it's got the original parts in it all over the place, and they still work. Like, dang, that's nuts. So the fact that they still work is really paid off. So I don't really have much to say about it other than it being fun. And this car has no power steering, so you have to be pretty muscular and in good shape to work this steering wheel. And it's like a full-time job just driving this car with the power steering not being there. You'll get used to it after a while, of course. I'm used to it because I've been driving this car every day for a month. So it's normal now. Anyways, I'm going to go give it a little bit of gas on this turn here. So you're not going to expect much from this engine, let's just say that. Alright folks, so I'm not going to beat on her too crazy here, but here goes. $40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, and 60 miles an hour. Okay, very, very imprecise acceleration there, but I give it grace because how old she is and how many miles are on this old thing. This thing was a California car, and it's probably been in California since the beginning. And this guy in front of me is going all over the place. I assume he's on his phone. So yeah, as I said, it was a California car, which explains why the majority of it is rust-free. And it is rust-free underneath. Now, the driver's side quarter panel is a bit beat up. And traffic is really weird today, folks. I apologize. But as I said, that acceleration was not fantastic. You learn to live with it after owning it for a while. So it's great. It's fun owning one of these, so I love it. So this engine makes 120 horsepower. It runs like a diesel because the red line is at like 3,600 RPM or 4,000 RPM. So it's a very, very, very low red line, but you barely get it up there when you push it to the metal. It's kind of, it's I don't know what the word is. It's just, it's unique. It's really unique. Because, I don't know, it's just, that's why I like inline 6. Because you don't have to push them all the way down to the ground in order to get going. But this one doesn't go, but it goes. There's no words to explain it, guys. So back on that, the acceleration. Anyways, this car is matched up with a C4 transmission. It's a 3-speed transmission from the 60s. The original one, of course. And it's a good transmission. It likes to shift a little bit early. That's the only thing I have about it, but I think it's pretty much normal for it because it's an inline 6 and it has so much torque you barely notice it shifting early and not having no power. Like, you're like, oh, okay, it'll be fine. So let me give you guys some POV video. Very, 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 very fun. Alright, so the light's about to turn green here. Come on. So here we go. A lot of turns there. And a lot of turns back. There we go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of driving my, with a review with me driving my 1968 Ford Mustang Coupe. So I hope everybody, you all have a great week. There'll be more videos coming of other cars. Take care, everybody. Enjoy. God bless. And stay safe out there. Bye.